Hello, this is Gort. I know the image may be a little bad. I'm using the uh, uh, camera computer there today. Hopefully, when I'm doing the grafting, I'll use something a little bit better, but for now, this is what I got. And I thought it was incredibly important to go over the grafting kit and some of the things that you'll probably most likely you young ladies and gentlemen out there that will need for the grafting kit. Personally, I have a lock on mine. How ridiculous, right? But uh, I lock it because sometimes at the house here we'll have people over, and not that I don't trust them. It's just there's stuff in here that can be dangerous if not used properly. So I just try to keep a secure lock on it. However, I've been getting people asking me, when are you going to do another video? Well, this is it for everybody who's been asking. No, this is not the only one. This is just for, we're not in grafting season yet. We will be in April. We've had a late snowfall. We got like 18 inches one time, and then another 9, and then another 6. So it's been staggering. But we got a lot more this year than in the last like 5 years. So I'm just gonna quickly go over the grafting kit. Again, I keep mine locked with a key and just a little lock I got from the Dollar Tree in my hometown. Okay, so this is the grafting kit. Like, I can't say a darn thing. I'm going to show you what's in the grafting kit, okay? I'm going to bring it down to your level so you can see, not down to your level, but, where the computer will allow me to show you what's in this grafting kit. Okay, so there's a lot of stuff. And I want to go over some of the stuff that's crucial and the other stuff that's just kind of like, oh, I have it. So what we have in here is essential to not only grafting, and by the way, everything is cleaned with uh, cleaning pads, Lysol cleaning pads. That all the knives have been cleaned. My hands are clean. Everything is clean in here because I want to keep all the trees clean, disease free as best as I can. That of which is not already on the tree. Okay. So as you can see, I'm pulling out a lot of different knives. Like, well, why do you need all that? Well, I do a lot of older. That's all. Okay, I do a lot of older grafting. I got older trees. Not, I don't have an orchard, but I have a lot of older wild crabapple trees, and you need the bigger utensils like this 2.5 inch right here that you're seeing, which can be held right or left-handed. It's by iron right there. You need something like this to really get your cuts in good. Also, I have this guy. Now, I'm wondering if I can't just... Okay, there we go. Okay. I got this guy. It's by Coleman. And it has 3 lock cycles. I showed this in one of my previous videos. It also has a nice handheld grip to it. This is for your deeper cuts, but so you don't tear the fibers off your base rootstock. I prefer cutting rather than squeezing, which I do have some shears in here. You're asking, why do you have a chef's knife? An old chef's knife with a wooden handle. Primarily for the bigger cuts, so I can go into them for like a cleft cut or perhaps a side cut. It's not the sharpest thing in the world. I mean, you hear it? I don't know if you can hear that, but it's not the sharpest thing in the world. But it's also, if you want to put some type of sealant on top, beeswax. Actually, I prefer using beeswax. I have a ton of beeswax, so I use beeswax. But if you have grafting compound, not pruning compound, there is a difference. Grafting compound, or some type of eco-friendly paint, maybe this type of knife would be good just to spread it. Again, being careful not to go towards yourself. I can't, I stress that a lot in these videos. Hopefully somebody listens, And again, that's one of the safeties right there. That's locked like that. Okay, moving on. So I showed you those three. I have this in there just for measurements of scion wood, diameter measurements of base rootstock, trunk, or perhaps the branch itself. Again, I am not recycle friendly. This happens to be recycled plastic, whatever. Okay, what else do I got? Okay, you're looking, you're saying, what's all this? Okay, this is not traditionally used as a grafting tape, but I got a lot of it. I got a lot of it because it's cheap and it works. I've used it before. This is ribbon tape, or like flagging tape, meant for like, dividing lands and stuff. But it's flexible enough, it's durable enough to withstand the elements that you can use it for grafting. I've used it. It's simple as put. I also, with that in mind, I also do have more grafting tape, elasticity and all that. I got that coming. Moving on. That's one of your sealers that you're gonna wrap around your scion wood. Right here. Now, don't ever do this. I did this a couple years ago and I can't get it out. You try to heat it up, it gets too hot and you start burning your hands like hot potato there. It's beeswax. And it ain't coming out. It's cold, actually. And actually, if you look at this whole side over here, I wonder if I can get it for you. This whole container is basically crayons, beeswax, and I also have some rubber bands in here. Again, that will act like this, just to secure the graft. Now, on to my knives. This is my very first knife that I use for grafting, along with another one that is in here. I actually redid the handle. The blade itself I got from a flip blade, and I redid the handle. I found the sheath in the garbage, and I had the paracord. So this is what I had on me at the time. But that is now my backup. You're like, what? Yeah, it's backup, Gordon. This one I found at a house that we are rehabilitating and renovating, and I went ahead and cleaned off all the metal. I cleaned it all out, and I put new wood sides on it. I think that's ebony or rosewood. It's very dark. I put the clip on there from another knife, and that will be one of my grafting knives. And I had my brother, I don't know if you can see it, burn my name in cursive on there. I just thought that was great. He used his CNC laser, and it just came out great. There, I'm showing it off. That was him who did that. I'm not going to give his name for, the sake of keeping people safe. Again, shears. The safety broke off these, and they're a little worn. I have to sharpen these, but I could get the same exact pair at Ace Hardware. However, these work fine. I just keep them open. By the way, they are clean. Everything in here has been cleaned. It is ready for 2021. Let's go. Here's another pair of grafting. Not grafting shears, pruning shears, sorry. And this one still has the safety. These are 4 or 5 years old. They hold up well. But what I don't like is if you can see that blade. Yeah. It's just a little bent layer. No, but in all seriousness, that's because I tried to take too much off. That is my fault. Now I have to live with that blade like that. I mean, look at the crookedness in that. It's at least a 1/4 inch. It's not coming back to true because I took more than what was required of it off the tree. I'm also very cheap if you haven't noticed. Dollar Tree, $1.08 with the tax. And it does come with a lock. And you hear that? It works well, except for when you do that. I don't know how much pressure you can put on plastic handles before they break. But that is the Dollar Tree. Stainless. I'm guessing stainless steel or aluminum or something. These are more like snips. Also, if you can't tell by the blue from the Dollar Tree in my hometown. I don't know if they always have them. I just know there was a deal. I picked them up for $1.08. $1.08 for that one. That was including tax, and they work good. Be responsible with all of these sharp instruments that I am showing you because they can be very helpful and very easy to work with, but they can be very dangerous. Let me tell you, I've cut myself on some of these accidentally. You know, you're cutting a branch and you slip and you get your finger. You're like, oh no! These are for wires, but I do notice they work on the smaller branches, the new growth, so you can just kind of like a bonsai tree, how you just clip all around. That's why we got those. Yes, I remember this knife. I used this a couple years. No, last year. I got a grafting compound sealer off from a website with yeah, right there, with a grafting knife, and it turned out like this tar stuff. You see that? So now this is a dedicated knife for that tar stuff, which I do have, but I don't like using because it dries out the wood too fast. Again, beeswax stays on. It works. Now here's one of my main grafting knives with the other one that I showed you. It has a normal double bevel blade. It also has my favorite box cutter knife, utility knife right there, which you can replace the handle. Again, all of this has been cleaned. It also has on the side here a serrated edge with a 45, which is just, by the way, very nice. It is a very nice knife. I do use this one. In fact, before I had a lot of this other stuff, this was my main two guy, and it still is. It really is. I mean, it's just a real nice knife, you know. It's all compacted into one, so I think that's nice. It's solid. It's a solid unit. When they're solid like that, oh, these. Don't know why I have these. These are like a heavy duty pair of scissors, you know, just again for a little pruning here, maybe summer pruning. So this is not just a grafting kit, it's a multi. I don't know if some of you have seen this grafting knife. I have some issues with it. I'd rather use the box cutter over this guy because that curved edge right here, and you know, I've learned that a true grafting knife has one bevel to allow for a straight, accurate cut on your graft union. You go ahead and look at that right there and tell me that it doesn't have two bevels. It may. But it looks like it has two bevels. And it does cut crooked. Again, I'm not that good at grafting, cutting the grafts, but again, I do it by this. I don't like those automatic, you know, what type of graft you want cutting machines. I never got one, but I saw them online, and I'm like, no, I'd rather do it the old way or the traditional way with the different knives and cutting, because then I know exactly what type of grafting method I need and I'm using on the tree itself, or the plant for that matter, the bush, the shrub, whatever you have it. Okay, we got again another pair of wire cutters. Again, it's been cleaned. All of this stuff has been cleaned and ready to go. These have been dusted off. These are just for safety measures when I'm cutting stuff on the trees, because you slip up a lot and you just yeah. I've had this for a while. This is isopropyl alcohol, 91%. I talked about this. This was actually in the last video when I had this grafting kit. Same grafting kit, more stuff this time. Plumber's tape is always a backup essential tape that I have on me. I got 2 rolls of those. I got beeswax. I got some rubber bands and stuff like this. Rope to tie down grafts with grafts unions. And this, I did a trade with a family member, and I think I made out pretty good. Paraffin tape, it's 4-inch. Look at that. How many feet you're asking? There's 250 feet of this stuff, and it stretches. So this is going to be used. Again, I will actually show you what paraffin tape looks like, because I know you're just wondering to find out, right? Okay, so paraffin tape is this stuff right here. You know what? I'm just gonna grab a little piece and show you. That's the paraffin tape. You see how it stretches? And it goes right around that graft union. So again, this is all the stuff that I've been collecting throughout the 4 or 5 grafting seasons that I've been in, and found essential for grafting, and not only grafting, winter pruning, maybe summer trimming. I got pretty much a lot of different stuff that I've collected, made myself, got for free, traded. I'm very some people call it cheap. I call it conservative. Call it as you wish. You know, you have that right. Again, I've just found this stuff to be essential. I really like this guy. He can go up to, I believe, 6-inch. So he's for the bigger stuff. He's very nice. Yeah, so that is, and I keep it all in this case, because I go right outside. I have a cooler that I'm going to be keeping all my scion wood in. And this is for all the grafting. So, and I'm getting more beeswax. This is only a small amount. I have a bunch more out in the container out back. Again, this is just a very small dosage of beeswax that I have. I'm getting more because I need more, because I have more grafts. So it shuts just like that. It's quite heavy. You do have to lug it around, but it's hard plastic, but I enjoy it. I enjoy grafting. And if you enjoy something, then you'll put the time and effort into making sure you have everything lined up for when it comes, or perhaps, yeah, that's what I wanted to say. When it comes, like, say you're on the football or volleyball team, right? You're going to put all your training, your effort, your time, your sweat, your tears through that training into those games and work the best you can. Same thing with the grafting here. Same thing with woodworking, for that matter. You're going to try to put as much as you can. Not just this. This is just the stuff to graft with. Technique comes along with it. And I have a far ways to go. I know a lot of people out there that can just, that's the luck. I know a lot of people out there that can graft like you wouldn't believe, and they get this beautiful looking tree, top end root stock that looks amazing. So I wanted to show you this because once I start the grafting videos, I know I'm gonna forget about this. I wanted to do a video solely on this, so you know what to get, so you know what you need when you're grafting. That way, you're ready. You're ready. Around here, it's April. April comes and the grafters are out. Well, some people, it may be, I say April, right? But it could be like a week before April. It's literally the month of April. Maybe for around here, I'd say the first week into May. So first week in April to first week in May, that's pretty much, sometimes it's just April that you have before those buds start breaking. And you got to be prepared ahead of time, because if you're not prepared, it will come like you would not believe, and you're like, oh no, I have nothing ready. Get your scion wood. In fact, I'm going to go get something. I wanted to show you that I have my scion wood. So when I'm telling you to get your scion wood, I'm not joking. Okay? Okay, refrigerator's right over there. This is all the scion wood that I bought, traded, been freely given. I want to say thank you to everybody who have I've worked with in the past couple of months getting this stuff, and just building up real good friendships with them. I want to say thank you, because this right here, what I'm holding in my hand, is going to be for futures to come. Hopefully the family can graft and take over the trees and stuff like that. Again, thank you so much for working with me, for talking with me, and vice versa. It's been really good gathering this stuff. Years before, I would go to orchards and stuff, talk with the people, family-run orchard. They would give some, and then I would talk about life and stuff like that. And I just gotta say, this right here, I got trees in here from all a lot of different states in the U.S. A lot of different states, and with that comes the stories. I'm not going to say who they are for their safety or their stories, but it's almost like you can hold their stories right here, right in this piece of wood. Not that you bow down or you worship it. No, 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 no. But it's just nice that God allows that to happen. It's a real true blessing. And hopefully this can get extended to the whole family after years of time of learning or just having an interest. If there's no interest, that's perfectly fine. I still have those memories. And so do all the others. That's the important part. I got a lot of different apple varieties. I got a few different pear, cherry. I got more scion wood coming, by the way. What else do I have? Oh, I got some root stocks coming. I have some root stocks that I'm trying to root myself here in the house. So, again, rooting follows grafting, and grafting follows pruning. Pruning follows caring for what God's given us out in this big green earth for ours, which is still good. I know a lot of the churches and stuff says, time is coming short, which, you know what? That's a very true message. But at the same time, God still blessed us and allows us to learn. And I heard this somewhere once. I think it was through an older person. If there's still time for seed to be placed in the ground and grow, there's still time. Simply put, I think they were like 99 and they said that. I'm like, I can't agree with you more. There's still time to live. There's still time to love, learn, grow. there's still time to fall. There's still time to get up. You know, there's still time. So you don't believe a lot of pressures of this world because though a lot of it's true, at the same time, there's still time to graft. There's still time to root. There's still time to. Well, actually, you know what? I don't normally go this far, but I might as well show you. God has allowed me to grow this guy from seed. There's still time to grow right here. Look at how green, how vibrant it is. Yeah, I don't know if you can fully see it. It's a California plum seedling. So it's probably going to be a grub plum, but I'm going to use it as a rootstock. Anyways, the point is here, there's still time. When you think you have to rush and go fast because this world's agonizing tortures and stuff, you really don't. Yeah, you got to follow God and it stings and you fail a lot. Oh, believe me. And you fall a lot and sometimes you don't do what he asks. But just look at this seed. He allows it to grow. He gives it time. Because in the end, God says when time is up, not us. But no, that is what I wanted to show you with the grafting kit. I wanted to show you to get your oh, what do you call these thingamabobbers here? These wowsiers. You call these scion wood. There we go. Forgot to get your scion wood ahead of time. Because if you want to graft, you're gonna need it. And get what you want. Get what other people in your family like, not just what you like. Maybe they like a certain type of apple, pear, vine, or something, and research it. Say, oh, okay, Google, how do I graft this? Or YouTube it. That's what I did. Or I asked somebody, how do I graft this? And, oh, well, you know, blah, 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 blah. You know, that's pretty much it there. So I wanted to get this out of the way because I know with myself that once grafting gets here, I'm out there. And when I'm out there, I'm going to totally forget to mention these two high and critical things. With the rootstocks, have your rootstocks ready. I should have told you about that about a year ago because you want them in the ground already since fall and you want them established on the land for at least 2 to 3 years. I have some established for about a year, so I can't graft to them because they're not quite ready, but I'm going to try to graft to some. They may die, but that's all part of the journey. And stay safe. God bless, obviously, yes. And yeah, Gort out.